Can you all hear me?
Yes, John.
Now, I'm not a very emotional guy, but I'm very touched by not only the awards that you've given to me today, but mostly I'm so humbled by this turnout. I figured 50, 100 people might want to come and say goodbye. And there must be 250, if not more, of you here, and I appreciate the fact that you took the time and cared enough to come and say goodbye to me. Though it's not so much goodbye, it's just see you later a little bit. 40 years ago, I came to San Diego, and I didn't have a job, and I didn't know a soul. 6 months earlier, I met a woman who is with me still today, and it's Janice. Stand up and direct me. On a blizzardy night when fools and drunks were probably the only ones out in Denver, Colorado, I went out and I met Janice with another friend that I was with. And I kind of liked her, but I knew that I was coming to San Diego. And I thought, just my luck. I meet somebody I like and I'm leaving. But we dated for 6 months, and she agreed to come to San Diego with me to help me find a place to live, get situated, and maybe find a job and establish some roots that would last a lifetime. We kept in touch for the rest of that year, 1976. And the following January, I guess I was saying the right things by tape recorder. She decided to come out here and be with me. We just celebrated our 31st wedding anniversary with a trip to Australia and New Zealand, and that was a great time. I would not be the person I am today without her love and her support. She's my biggest fan, and I want to thank you. Also, representing my family, who have been behind me from the get-go, my brother Tim, my youngest brother, and his daughter, my niece Kate, and my cousin Kristen. They're here with Janice nearby, and I want to thank them for coming today. This has been an interesting 30-year run for me. I would have never dreamed on a day in March of 1969 that I would have been so blessed to have the career that I have had, and I certainly didn't do it alone. I've had a lot of support from my family, a lot of breaks along the way, starting with Ed Miller taking a shot on me and giving me a chance to be a trial lawyer. And I especially want to thank my good friend Pat Russell and Dan Williams, who put in a plug for me with the boss back then. The DA's office was very supportive of me. They accommodated me well. They assigned me a paralegal. Pat Brammer, as many of you know, was with me, and unfortunately she's no longer with us. And then Larry Stone took over for a couple of years before I left the DA's office. And I learned a lot. I learned that there was something I could do that maybe I had a little talent for, and I was grateful. And then as one friend who is no longer with us said, well, you're in your comfort zone. What are you going to do next? And I said, I think I'm going to try to be a judge. And I knew that was like a shot in the dark. Maybe never would happen. But I filled out the application. Took my time doing it. Question one was, what is your name? That took a week. Where do you live? That was another week. That took me a while to fill out the form. But I arranged to go to a CDAA meeting, and I knew Pete Wilson was the main speaker, and I was introduced to him. And I thought, okay, you stand in front of the governor, and he sees that you can't see, and you've got this big German Shepherd with you at the time. And I figured, I'm going to put my application in the mailbox tonight, and when it lands on his desk, you might remember that we just met in San Diego. And fortunately, that worked out. I had a lot of help from the bench with then Judge Dick Murphy and Dick who went to bat for me. And I want to thank all of you in the legal community because you had input through the Jenny Commission. And as luck would have it, I was appointed in March of 1998. And the bench has been great for me as well and great to me. They've accommodated me in every way. When I first started doing this business, my reading machine stood as tall as my waist. It was like 2 tape recorders, reel to reel, if you can remember the size of those things. And now the scan camera is the size of a pack of cigarettes, and it takes a picture of whatever I'm reading, and in 4 seconds it starts reading it back to me on my computer. So things have changed a lot, and it's been beneficial for me. I've had an easy run through my court career. I want to thank all of the judges who gave a spirited competition to try to take over D12. And especially thank the presiding judge for allowing me to stay there. I've had great bailiffs, starting with Chris Martinez, who I think is here, and Rich Polder, and Adrian, and Andrea Ladd, and then Steve Walling, and Melinda Martin, Tony Valdez, who's sitting right up here on my golf committee, and then Ed and Lily and Gloria and Matt. And Matt, I know you're out there, and I know you've been waiting for me to say this. Thank you for saving my life. When that defendant started wandering to the bench, it would have been nicer if I knew that was really happening. So I wasn't as nervous about it as you seem to be. But nevertheless, you guys made the courtroom run easily. Your professionalism, dedication to lawyers, defendants, and the public made me look good, and I appreciate that. I've had 2 wonderful secretaries over my career, Jocelyn Bauer, who's here, and Jenny McKee for the last 10 years. They did wonders cleaning up some of my writing that needed spacing and paragraphing and things like that. So thank you for that. I'll miss you guys. I had great reporters, and Mindy Barlow, who couldn't be here today. You know, Mindy was with me a long time and had recent heart surgery and had a little complication today that needed attention. And Dave Gonzalez, who is with me and has been for the last several years. I told him the only present he really needed to give me was a transcript of every hearing I ever had. He didn't think the court could afford it. But anyway, they always had a knack of knowing when things were off the record, and I appreciated that more than you know. Department 12 has a great back office staff, and over all these years, that's changed now and then as people have rotated through, gotten trained, moved on to promotion assignments. A lot of them have gone on to be clerks, and nevertheless, they made things hum in there. I don't get a lot of credit for all the paper pushing, but I knew what they did. I got to know them all. I got to know a lot about their families, and they're a wonderful group of people. I especially want to thank those who have been my eyes over all these years, starting with Yvonne, Lisa McMillan, Soshi, and Lori, and Anna, and Leanne at times, and Kat Brammer, who's no longer with us, who's with me for many years. I couldn't have done it without you. It's a pleasure to work with all of you. And lastly, I had some great clerks, starting with Sherry King. She got pregnant and left. Trish Leppert was with me briefly. She got pregnant and left. Frances wouldn't drink the water for 2 years. Frances is with me today. I appreciate her being there. Chris was with me for a while. And then Marcia Butcher, I don't know if Marcia's here, so I haven't seen her yet. Filled in after that. And last but not least, Miss Fix-It, as I call her, Michelle Knight, who always had a way of cleaning up things when I wasn't exactly on point the way it should have been. She made me look good. You all made me look good. Great interpreters that have put up with my courtroom and listened ad nauseum to the kids that I talked to, that Julie Meyer sends around. In fact, Julie just told me the other day, in my tenure there, I've spoken to 1,069 classes. since 2000, over 34,000 kids. And there's somebody in the audience, I just met her, sorry, the name escaped me at the moment, but she is a lawyer today, but she remembered coming to see me when she was in high school. And she reminded me of that, and I thought that was kind of special. I guess it's time to call it a career. It's been a great 30-year ride for me. I've had love and support. I'm blessed. Bob Dylan has said a lot of things, but one thing he said that struck me is, a man has a successful life when he can get up in the morning, get to bed at night, and do what he wants in between. And I've done that. Thank you all.